Level 1, the morning everything changes. You wake up at 7:43 a.m. on a Tuesday. Nothing special, nothing different. You check your phone like you always do. Then you stop. 47 missed calls. Not from your mom, not from a friend. From numbers you don't recognize. You sit up. Your Instagram has 4,000 new followers since last night. Your Twitter, which you haven't touched in 2 years, is blowing up. People are tagging you, thousands of them, but not in a good way. You open the first tweet. Found him, this is the guy. Your face, your name, your city. You scroll down. He's dangerous. Stay away from him. Call the police. You don't understand. You haven't done anything. You were home last night. You ordered pizza. You watched TV. But the internet has already decided. You are the most wanted person in the country. And you have no idea why. Level 2, the accusation. You Google your own name. That's a sentence you never thought you'd say. But there it is. Your name, your face, a headline. Man identified as suspect in nationwide fraud scheme. You read it 3 times. It doesn't make sense. The article says someone with your name, your age, your city has been running a multi-million-dollar financial scam. Fake investment platforms, stolen identities, real victims. But it wasn't you. You don't even have a savings account. You call the number from the article. A journalist answers on the second ring. You say, this is a mistake. I'm not that person. She says, that's what they all say. She hangs up. By noon, your employer has called. You've been placed on administrative leave. By 1 p.m., your landlord texts you. I think you should find somewhere else to stay. By 3 p.m., someone has posted a photo of your apartment building online. People are showing up outside, just standing there. You close every curtain in your home. You start shaking. And the worst part, you still don't know why it's you. Level 3, the real story starts to surface. You spend the next 6 hours going through everything. Every account, every transaction, every login. And then you find it. A name that's almost identical to yours. 1 letter different. A ghost identity. Built slowly, deliberately over 3 years. Same city, same age range. Same profile photo style. But it's not you. Someone created a second version of you, and then they burned it. Right when the heat got too much, they pointed at the real you and walked away clean. You feel sick. You pull up the fraud reports, the fake company names, the victims. People lost their life savings. People lost their homes. One woman in Ohio lost her entire retirement fund. $340,000. Gone. Right now, the entire internet thinks you took it. You think about going to the police, but then you realize the police are already looking for you. There's a warrant, your name on a warrant. You feel the walls of your apartment get smaller. You have maybe 24 hours before someone knocks on that door. Maybe less. Level 4, the decision. You have 2 choices. Turn yourself in, or figure out who did this before the world buries you alive. You're not a criminal. You're not a hacker. You're just a person who knows how to use Google. So you start digging. You find the first fake account connected to your ghost identity. Created 3 years ago on a platform called FinVault. The account lists a business address. You search the address. It's a mailbox rental shop in Phoenix, Arizona. You've never been to Phoenix, but someone using your name has been there. You screenshot everything. You build a folder. Evidence, timeline, connections. Your hands are steady now. The fear is still there, but something else has replaced part of it. You realize this person, whoever they are, made a mistake. They used your name because they thought you were invisible. Nobody, unimportant, easy to blame. They were wrong, and now you're going to prove it. Level 5, going dark. You can't stay in your apartment. You grab a bag. Cash only, you pull everything from the ATM before they freeze your account. That's what your life is worth right now. You check into a motel on the edge of the city. Pay cash, use a nickname, keep your head down. The room smells like old carpet and cigarette smoke. You sit on the bed with your laptop, and you don't sleep. You trace the ghost identity further. The fake you had a LinkedIn, a Facebook, even a professional headshot, slightly blurred so it couldn't be reverse searched easily. But they got careless once. 1 post, 1 comment. A throwaway line in a forum from 2 years ago. Finally leaving Chicago for good. Fresh start. You cross-reference. The FinVault account was opened 2 weeks after that post. Whoever this is, they moved to Phoenix from Chicago. You're getting closer. Outside, a news van drives slowly past the motel. You pull the curtain. Your face is on the side of the van. An 8-foot version of your face, with the word wanted underneath it. Level 6, the name. You find him, or at least you find who he used to be. The real person behind the ghost. A man named Daniel Reeves, former financial advisor. Lost his license in 2019 after a misconduct investigation. He didn't just lose his career. He lost everything, and apparently he decided if he was going to rebuild, he wasn't going to do it as himself. He picked you because you looked similar enough, because you had no criminal record, because you were low profile, had no family checking on you, and lived alone. You were the perfect shadow. You find an old photo of him. You stare at it for a long time. This man destroyed your life from a laptop somewhere. He never met you. You were just a tool. You compile everything into a document. Names, dates, IP logs from public forum posts, the Phoenix address. The Chicago connection, his license revocation records. You email it to 3 journalists, 2 lawyers, and 1 FBI cybercrime tip line. Then you wait. Level 7, the world doesn't stop. Morning comes. You check your phone. The journalists haven't responded. The internet hasn't slowed down. A Reddit thread now has 40,000 upvotes. People theorizing about you. Building timelines, calling your old coworkers. Someone posted your mother's name. Someone else posted her address. You call her. She's crying. She says neighbors have been knocking on her door. She says she knows you didn't do this, but her voice is shaking. You've never heard your mother sound like that. Something hardens inside you. You stop waiting. You call a journalist directly, a man named Gary Sutton, who covers financial crime for a Chicago paper. You tell him everything. He listens for 20 minutes without interrupting. Then he says, "I know who Daniel Reeves is. I've been trying to get this story for a year. Send me everything." You send it. Level 8, the crack in the wall. Gary publishes within 36 hours. Wrong man. How a disgraced advisor built a ghost identity and vanished into someone else's life. It's not front page. It's page 7 of a regional newspaper. But it gets picked up, slowly at first, then faster. A bigger outlet picks it up, then another. The Reddit thread starts to turn. Wait, this guy might actually be innocent. Read the Chicago Tribune piece. This is insane. But here's the thing about the internet. It doesn't apologize at the same volume it accuses. Your name still comes up first in search results connected to the fraud. Your job is still gone. Your apartment, you're behind on rent. The warrant is still technically active, while the investigation catches up. You're innocent, but your life looks nothing like it did 8 days ago. Level 9, the collapse. The FBI contacts you, not to arrest you, to interview you. You sit in a gray room in a federal building. 2 agents, a table, bad coffee. They ask you the same questions, 17 different ways. You answer every single one. They tell you Daniel Reeves was located in Scottsdale. He's in custody. You exhale for the first time in what feels like a week. But then one of the agents says something that stays with you. You did a lot of this right. Most people in your situation panic and run. You built a case. But Mr. Reeves had 23 victims across 11 states. He had lawyers on standby. He had contingency plans. And the reason he chose you specifically, he slides a folder across the table. Inside is a profile. Your profile, built by Reeves over 18 months. He'd been watching you, your social media, your location check-ins, your routine. He knew what gym you used. He knew what coffee shop you went to every Sunday. He knew your patterns better than you did. You feel something cold move through your chest. You were chosen, not randomly, deliberately. Final level, level 10. After. The charges are dropped. Officially, a short statement, a small article, nowhere near the coverage of the accusation. You go back to your city. Your apartment is gone. Your landlord already rented it. Your job doesn't take you back. HR says it's a liability concern. 3 friends never texted you during the whole thing. You find a new apartment, smaller, different neighborhood. You sit in it the first night with boxes everywhere. No furniture yet, just you and your laptop. You open Twitter. Someone somewhere is being accused of something. A new name trending. A new face. Thousands of people already certain of the verdict. No trial, no evidence, no questions. Just the crowd moving together like a wave. You close the app. You think about Daniel Reeves, how he watched you for 18 months, how he built a version of you piece by piece, how the system almost let him win. You open a new document. You start writing down everything that happened. Every step, every mistake. Everything you did right. You title it, How to Survive When the World Decides You're the Villain. You don't know if anyone will read it, but someone out there is waking up right now to 47 missed calls. And they're going to need this. The screen fades to black. One line appears. 3 million people are victims of identity-based fraud every year. Most of them never find out who did it.